So yesterday, Gaijin announced its World War II mode, which everyone who's been playing War Thunder since the beta has been expecting. We've been like, fuck yes, this is coming. So everyone who is, long-term, short-term, anyone who plays War Thunder is rocking a boner right now like a Scottish lighthouse, looking like they've been bit by Brazilian wandering spiders. Now, I'm amongst that, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really was looking forward to this. I wanted to kill filthy Germans. I wanted to just, conquer the world. Domination, bitches. Who doesn't want to conquer the world? Me and my pleb friends, it'll be great. We'll lower property values across the map. And then we'll buy it all up and sell it to the working class and become slumlords. It'll be great. Either way. They announced it, but as soon as I, read through it, I was hyped. But I just wanted to mull over what I'd read, like a fine wine or one of these super sweet candies you had when you were a kid. So after that mullings happened and the billions of dev blogs Gaijin's released today, I decided, you know what, I'm going to give my opinion for this and break down the red flag things that came up that kind of put me off being hyped for it. And by red flag, I mean it's varying levels of red flags. Some of it's just sort of like, oh, I have a collection of knives. To, oh yeah, I'll have that room that overlooks the children's playground. That level of variation. So firstly, they announced it's going to have a myriad of modes based entirely upon scenarios. So if you're attacking a convoy with planes, you'll have an AA defense. Now, this is a mixed bag. Some of these modes look to be really fun, but others, such as the one where you have to defend a convoy with mobile AA, is basically the War in Midair event. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The War in Midair event is probably the worst thing I've ever played in War Thunder. And I'm pretty sure no one plays it for fun. Everyone who plays the War in Midair event does it specifically to grind out the premium vehicle that requires you to play the War in Midair for a particular day to get it. Because I don't see anyone willingly choosing to do it. Because it gets really old, really fast. Sort of like that guy in, fucking Indiana Jones 3, The Last Crusade, where he drinks from that kick-ass mug, and he, turns to dust. That's how old it gets, and that's how quick it gets. So that's kind of red flag, but not that bad. The second thing, though, this is like your siren should start going off. They said that battles will take place in a common mode, RB with markers. This is why I wanted to mull it over, because I want to see what the moderators would respond with. And Stoner basically said it's the same as squadron battle. Now, RB markers ain't that bad with planes. It's a bit unfair for attackers and, ground pounding bombers. But it stops guys running to space because you can see them 5-6 miles out. So that's good. But for tanks, it is worse. It's probably the worst thing they've ever done with tanks. Even Last Man Standing wasn't this bad. Because it basically lowers tanks to super heavy tank destroyers and heavy tanks being the only thing viable. And reading through the comments, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Everyone and their mum seems to think that this is the worst thing ever. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting ready to crucify the mods for it. But either way, I'm not particularly worried about this, because in my opinion, just like it's happened every time they've tried to do it, oh, we got cheaters, put RB with markers on. Oh, we got RB, let's put markers on it. It'll make it more fair. And everyone and their mum just comes out and says, it's fucking shit. It ruins the tactical gameplay. And I'm in that boat. So, basically, the feedback for it's going to be overwhelmingly negative until they change it. And it will be changed. They'll probably just put it to my RB without markers, which is all good. The thing that really enrages me about it, though, is the fact it requires squads. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am the worst sort of example of a, online gamer. My social group is there's 3 of us, and we're all bad at this. We're not the best gamers. We just play for the lols, and we do have a squadron. We're not cohesive, competitive at all. We are 3 plebs and a tank. That is it. That is our entire game plan. So when I hear it's entirely squadron-based, my first reaction to this is, oh, fuck me. We're going to have roving bands. Well, put it in perspective, do you guys remember when the E100 event happened, and all the squadrons banded together in some sort of fucking frenzied pack, and basically made it unplayable for anyone other than them? That's what's going to happen with this. In its current state, I don't think this is going to work. The markers RB and the fact it's dependent on squadrons kind of kill all hype. And if you read the comments section below this, it seems to be the general feel with everything. It should have just been a, join in progress sort of thing. Sort of like, have you ever played Battlefield 1 where they have the mini campaigns? Where it's 4 or 5 major battles. Like, you could do the Operation Barbarossa, you know, outskirts of Moscow, through to Stalingrad, you know what I mean? Can you win? There's enough maps for it, at least on the Eastern Front. Either way, it's just one of these things. Like, the hype I have for this is not as high. And it's just, it's just typical Gaijin. They released the Italian aircraft tree, and I'm like, fuck, everyone, like, there's nothing you can complain about that. It's gonna be fucking sweet. And then they released the second most wanted, you know, like, probably the most hyped thing after the Italians, and they managed to somehow fuck it up. I don't know. What are your guys' hype levels for this? Are you guys like super hyped for World War II, but are you like me, where you were like crazy hyped, then you actually read the dev blog and you were just like, well, fuck. Now I'm kind of indifferent to it, like my estranged like cousin. But you know how it is. Keep on gaming and have a good one.